Oh, this is so cool. This is Abbie. Hi, Abbie.
Hi, Bobby. I'm
Oh,
such a big fan.
it's so great to get on a Zoom with you.
Yeah, same here.
Now you're in Maine, right?
I am in Maine.
Okay. Isn't that next to Canada and a big chunk of water? Isn't that it?
It is. So I went from the southwestern corner, which is right next to Mexico and also by the ocean, to the eastern corner, where this time I'm bordering Canada instead of Mexico, and also a big body of water from the Pacific coast to the Atlantic coast. So that was one of my hashtags.
Now, you do understand that the water you were at and the place you were at is, how do I put this, warmer than where you are now.
The place was warmer. The water was colder.
Okay.
Than where I'm now.
But you do have access to much better lobsters.
I do if I ate them, which I don't. But
well, then the friends that come to visit you have access to much better lobsters.
That's right, and also fish. We have fantastic fish.
Great fish, great fish. I've been up there before. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, my question, you said you had some tips for me to work in Japan. So talk to me.
I did. I was thinking when I saw you that this is so strangely Japanese in terms of marketing to use a mascot. Because every Japanese marketing campaign that's for the general population that goes viral, you have to have a mascot.
Why is that?
Why is it? People talk about the kawaii culture in Japan, which means cute. And there is definitely a lot of liking for that. But I think it's like, what is it? To anchor it to something that's alive, right? So like in any campaign, you have like a model or someone that represents the company that humanizes everything. And I think in Japan and East Asia in general, what happens is that it's okay that an animal represents you because there isn't like this sense of animals are, somehow lower than human beings.
Right. Fact, they're on the same playing field.
Yeah, they're kind of cute. And like we have all these folk tales that tell about like humans becoming animals and gods being animals. And,
what animals do they turn into?
Crane is a very famous one.
Okay.
And also badgers and foxes turn into humans all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
And the badgers, do they turn into good people or bad people? Because badgers can be kind of nasty animals.
Right. So they kind of come out to fool humans. Foxes and badgers both. Yeah, that's true. But the crane is a beautiful story where she actually comes back to say thank you to the wood, what is it? The guy who like cuts woods that saved her and comes back to marry him in the form of a beautiful woman and helps his household by like creating, making cloth, like using her own feather, like these beautiful cloths that sell very expensively. And then he finds out that she was a queen, so then she leaves. And also with Korean folklore, like it's a very famous folklore where they're like bears.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're supposed to be this ancestors of Korean people. So
do they do the Gangnam style dancing then?
Yeah, sure. What?
Gangnam style. What's that guy's name? I forget his name.
Oh, Gangnam style. Yeah.
How do you say
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whoop,
really
whoop, whoop. Right? Isn't that the song? Whoop, whoop, whoop. I forget the song.
Yeah, that is such a like funny. That's such a. It was so.
Wappum Gangnam style or something. I think wasn't that it?
Yeah, it was. Gangnam is like this area in Korea. That was such a strange phenomenon. I wasn't quite sure why it exploded, but stuff like that happens.
I remember.
You're not sure
I've been to Japan once. I liked it. That's where I first had sushi.
When was it?
Many years ago. But sushi, I love sushi, and because it was like they had taken the skin off. Normally, when we eat it out of the water, we have the skin on it.
Oh, so it was like kind of delicate and beautiful.
Yeah. No bones. That was nice too. Those are kind of
Yeah.
crunchy after a while, although you can pick your teeth with them. It's good. And then I learned all I could remember in Japanese was let's see, what was it? Let me think here. Oh, domo arigatou gozaimashita.
どういたしまして。
Oishi, oishi. And then every time I would walk around, and if I saw somebody, I would just go, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So what kind of tips how can I get some work in Japan?
So I think if you show up at the airport and make a big splash, and you talk about how much you love sushi, about, like the characterization, like making that's like so perfect. Talk about how like it's so delicious and delicate, and like
good idea.
it really embodies, the omotenashi feel. Omotenashi is it's like the southern, welcoming. Oh gosh, what is that? Like the southern welcoming sense.
Okay.
Of like southern hospitality, kind of like that. Japanese.
Gotcha.
Yeah, is like omotenashi, and that's like their big keyword that they're pushing right now for the Olympics coming up. And so you can talk about how it embodies the omotenashi spirit, and for the bear, and they would love that kind of story.
That's a good idea.
Give them like
I may need an interpreter. Oh, shoot, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later about this. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye, Bobby.